Hello creatives, welcome to the Creative Generalist channel. Today we're testing the limits of the new MS Paint. Join us as we explore the new brush dynamics, transparency settings, and AI tools that are redefining what's possible with this free software. We are on the desktop screen. We are back to examine the latest major updates coming to Microsoft Paint after a long break. However, we do not start with a plain white page this time. We transfer the pressed watercolor texture we obtained externally onto our canvas using the drag and drop method. Immediately after, we go to the View tab in the top menu. Here, we test how we can simplify the interface with options like Show Toolbar to use the canvas more efficiently. We adjust the canvas to fit the screen using Zoom and complete our preparations. We activate the panel by clicking the Layers button in the top right corner. You know, we have been involved with Krita for a long time. A simpler version of that advanced structure has finally arrived in Paint. We test how practical layer adding, hiding, and ordering operations are in this new interface. We select the Brush tool from the left menu. In the right panel, there is now a wide scale for brush thickness and, most importantly, the transparency setting. By lowering this setting, we play with the opacity of the brush and lay the first lines on the canvas. Let's drop an important note. Although Paint is much better than before, Paint does not have tablet pressure sensitivity. Therefore, we achieve thickness differences in lines by manually changing the brush size or using the angle of the brush. Also, let's remind you that you need to open a particularly high-dimension canvas to get rid of that pixelated feeling. Otherwise, you might experience jagged edges at low resolutions. Now we are examining the Image Creator and Generative Erase tools in the top menu. We observe Paint's effort to transform into an AI-supported production tool, not just a drawing tool, through the interface. To test the Generative Erase feature, we drag and drop an external image with text on it into the Paint interface. We carefully select the unwanted text or logos on the image with the tool. When we click Apply, the artificial intelligence intelligently erases the selected text and successfully fills the gap in harmony with the background texture. To test the AI tools, we need a material. For this, instead of wasting time with file menus, we apply the most practical method. We select the sample work file waiting ready on our desktop, drag it directly into the center of the MS Paint interface, and drop it. The image becomes ready to be processed in seconds. Immediately after, we focus on the Remove Background button on the top left to completely separate the main object in the image. We click just once. In seconds, the AI detects the main object and cleans the background completely, making it transparent. Thus, we obtain a clean, decoupled object without dealing with manual cutting. We return to brushes and start a long-term drawing process on the textured paper. We create rhythmic, abstract lines by selecting the calligraphy brush. Then we switch to the airbrush and add shadow and smoke effects by pulling the transparency setting well down. We process these soft transitions and the sense of volume, which were not possible in Paint before, layer by layer. We open the color palette and determine general tones suitable for our work. Without getting bogged down in details, we test the interaction of brushes with colors. Using the power of layers, we apply the painting under the layer with the black lines. Thus, we can color without spoiling our main outlines. Afterwards, we select parts of the drawing with the selection tool, copy them, and enrich the composition by moving them to different points on the canvas. We make the final touches to our work on Paint. Since there is no general layer opacity setting in Paint yet, we complete the process by adjusting the color intensity at the brush stage. And now, as we promised at the beginning of the video, we switch to the Krita interface visually. We open Krita on the screen and view the brush panel. Here, we show the dozens of brush sets and bundles that come pre-installed by navigating through the menus. You are watching the Creative Generalist custom brush set we created beforehand, and its effects which we are selecting and using on the screen right now. We are not teaching brush creation here. We are just showing how user-friendly Krita's supposedly scary interface is and the practicality of using ready-made brushes. If there is demand in the future, we can publish detailed guides on acquiring community brushes or creating custom brushes from scratch. Finally, we briefly return to the Microsoft Paint interface to take a final look and conclude. MS Paint is at a much better point than before with its interface, AI tools, and brush settings. However, to be honest, it still has a long way to go to fully catch up with modern standards. Nevertheless, it is now a much stronger alternative for simple and quick edits. We encourage exploring such tools to broaden your creative workflow. Similar content is already featured on our channel and will continue to appear in the future. Whether you're just starting out or already advanced, you'll find valuable content in our playlists. We are here to help you find the tool that best fits your creative process. If you enjoyed this fun experiment and would like to see more interactive content like this to give you new insights, check out what else we have on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notifications for new videos. See you again soon, and thanks for watching.